Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Yay. So, I can take one very educated guess as to what you want for Christmas. And that is your man or woman. So I am going to, instead of messages from spirit in general this week, I'm going to do messages from your masculine. And from meows too. Messages from meows. Oh gosh. All right. So I don't know how I'm going to do this, but all right. Okay, so they said pick a card first out of my masculine deck and then channel. All right. So we're going to pick a masculine who wants to explain why he's not coming forward at this time. Aw. This particular masculine is asking, could you please let me know you're still open to me? I'm afraid you've moved on. Okay. Mama and not te can say she and say. Okay, so this particular masculine has not heard from you for a long time. And he says he deserves it. He says he'd been a coward and he deserves it. He's just so scared that when he comes forward, his explanation won't be enough. He feels that you'll probably, if you haven't already moved on, you'll move on from his explanation because you'll just be fed up. You'll just be like, nope, that doesn't, not for all the pain I've been through, not for all the distance, and it's not like he's going to admit to you, well, I was actually kind of just feeling really insecure. He's going to have made up some pretty lame excuses, this one. And, I actually see him kind of admitting, I was just really avoiding it because I knew what it would do to my life. I knew what it would do. It would cause a chain reaction that I wasn't really ready for. I feel like there also might be, I'm getting that like a couple of masculines kind of merging. One does not have kids. The other has like 2 kids by someone else. Oh, hi. Oh, we have a little miracle that just showed up. That was Annie, the shy one. She just like popped down the stairs and landed at the bottom of the stairs like, here I am. And then, boom. So I think that's what this masculine did. I think he's shown up for you and been like, here I am. and then he took off. So he's really beat himself up. He's using other language. He's really beat himself up over this. Whew. Let's see. I'm picking up on like what he fantasizes about, not sexually, but I mean, yeah, I'm not going to go there right now. Not on this channel. In a private reading, I would, but no, he just wants you in his arms. He just wants you in his arms, and he also has felt that he's not like he doesn't feel as big as other guys. He doesn't feel like a big manly man, like, a lot of muscles, or just like, he just feels, I don't know, smaller than other guys, maybe. Not, well, okay, he says, yeah, thanks for making me sound puny. This is what you're giving me. This is what you're giving me. He's like, it's true. I feel puny. So he can admit things when, he can admit things. He's got a good sense of humor. He just wants you to know that he is, I feel like he is going to be on the verge of calling you all day today, all day tomorrow. Oh, he has something that he set aside for you as a gift. He's just not sure he can give it to you. It's like, should I not? Should I not? Should I not? Should I not? And then he picks up the phone, should I not? Should I not? Should I not? Come on, just do it. You can do it. Just let her know you're thinking about her. Just send her a text message, anything. Because she loves you so much. And she has not moved on. She just said she has not moved on. She said it's been impossible for her to do that. Although she has been pretty darn upset by your lack of action. But it's kind of like he's kind of comparing it, and he might be into comics or something, because he's kind of comparing it to, like, he said, I wish that I'd just gotten bit by a spider and become like Spider-Man and been forced into it. Because having to choose to be like a superhero, how he sees it, is harder than just if life would have just went, bam, guess what? You're a superhero. So he's really, it's a bigger calling than you know. He says it's being called up to be a man. That's how he sees it. It's being called up to be a man. So, and he just wasn't sure he was ready. Oh, he has a little one. He's got a little one, or wants to have a little one with you, he says. No more games. No more games. I mean, other games, like fun games. He would like to spend some time with you, like playing board games and just he said, I want to do nothing but be stuck in a cabin with you for a week or more. That's it. That's like his dream. I think you guys have spent time outdoors. I think you guys have spent time, like, I feel like driving through mountains, maybe hunting. Maybe he took you hunting, or like took you out. You guys have been in a drive out in wildland, and maybe saw elk and like a fox, or like you've seen some wildlife out there, or some kind of like an eagle or something like that, a hawk or an eagle. And he replays every moment. If he does those sorts of activities, but you guys haven't done that yet, then he has done those activities with you in mind, like being in the passenger side as he's doing them. He said every minute of every day, she's on my mind everywhere that I go. But especially when I'm having fun, and especially when, like, she makes every moment more fun. Like she would accentuate every aspect of my life. And he's saying that when he feels down, he anticipates you being very loving and compassionate and a great listener. Yeah, he knows that you could help him work through any problem. Oh, he may have like a learning disability. Like he may not, like dyslexic or something, or ADD, or like, because I feel like a bit like you would be as patient as his mother was when she would have to help him with this. He feels like you'd be really, really patient and loving about that. I don't think he's told you yet. I don't think he's told you about that. Okay. He said, can you take the attention off me, please? Go to another masculine. Well, let me just see. And, this could be, like I said, like they're trying to reach as many of you as possible. So it could be like a melding of, like this is almost like a pick deck, to where there may be many messages in it for a number of you. It's like a combination, but your masculine is in there, kind of winking at you. He said he's about to call. He's trying to promise me right now, I'll call, I'll call, or I'll text, or I'll do something. Like he's trying to like assure you. He says if she's really available, what would she have to do to show you that she's available? You have to kind of take a leap of faith. You got to say something to her after all this time. You kind of owe her that. So you got to say something to her. And then if she answers you back, that's a really good thing. He's like, yeah, true. It wouldn't hurt if I wished her a Merry Christmas. It wouldn't hurt. And if she responds favorably, if she doesn't tell me she's got a boyfriend, then we're good. Then you better ask how she is. Because if she has a boyfriend, she'd probably be responding, with something. She'd probably want to let you know or something like that. Or we should get caught up sometime, or something like that. Try to get her to do something, either to answer a question or try to engage her somehow. He goes, okay, yeah. He goes, otherwise this is gonna kill me. Like I can't keep wondering. I have to find an answer. I have to have an answer. He goes, I can't stay on the thought of her moving on. I just can't. I can't handle that. Okay, so then you gotta find out. Okay. He's like, I know you're right. You're totally right. Okay. All right. So you have an action step. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I know. I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna look at another card. Is this you? No, this is a new masculine, a different masculine. I'm worried about money. I don't want to be a burden. As a man, I feel it's important I correct this, but as soon as I stabilize, I will reach out to you. Okay, so this masculine has a money issue. It's funny. It kind of feels like he's going through like a valley. It's like made money here, is going to make money here, but right now doesn't have a lot of money. So he does have money coming. It's just not here yet. So then what's the holdup? I don't want her to have to pay bills. I don't want her to know that I've been supporting other people. And that part of the reason that I'm broke is because I've been giving to other people. People pleasing, putting himself last, putting everybody else first. He said he's embarrassed. He's been an overgiver to the wrong people, and he's realizing that now, and he's trying to put a crimp on it. He's trying to stop the flow going to these people that he knows he shouldn't be giving to or shouldn't have in the first place. But it's like hard once he started like giving to them, it was hard to take away. Yeah, because they were manipulating you, right? Yeah. Okay, so hama laki na taikins sashiki pomama aina. It really, like, it's like he had convinced himself that it was the right thing to do. But the more he was seeing that you guys could use that money yourselves to build a future rather than be going to a dead end or going to people who could be properly taking care of their own selves, it has really started to irk him. It's like all my dreams are on hold right now because I'm giving to the wrong things. Like I keep feeding. It's like he's been fertilizing weeds that aren't going anywhere and that are only helping him feel like a better person. But it's not really, he said, I realize that's not what makes me a better person. What do you feel makes you a better person now? Having integrity, living authentically. He said, and he can't be himself with these people. And then he said that was the real kicker. I'm giving and giving and giving and getting nothing back. And all they do is just keep taking and taking, and I can't even be myself with them. All right. Okay, so here's what you do. He's like, do please tell. Okay, just let them know that they're going to be getting or just start giving them less and less and less money, tapering down to a certain date. It could be 30 days. It could be 3 months, something like that, but let them know, or 6 months, whatever it is that you feel is actually fair. It feels like at the most 3 months. Let them know they have, like, some of you are actually paying for somebody to live somewhere. And you guys got to stop it. You guys got to stop it. If that's, some of you are doing this out of guilt, it feels like. If you're giving like that out of guilt, stop it, because that person's just manipulating you. They need to take care of themselves. The universe is trying to kick them in the butt. The universe is trying to go get them to live their life purpose. And because you're giving them this crutch, because you're making them comfortable where they're at, you're like working against God right now. Seriously. You guys are like keeping them comfortable. And it's like you've already paid your debt times a million. Dude, you've already given them way more than what was supposed to make it right. You've gone above and beyond, and it's getting to a point of being ridiculous. And this could be a child for some of you, like a child that's still dependent. You got to cut them out and just let them know. Like, sometimes you really do need that tough love in life to learn to go take care of yourself. So let them know you've got 90 days, you've got 60 days to vacate, and or the money is going to taper down to less and less and less and less and less, and I will not be giving you any more. I'm going to give you $1,500 total over the next 3 months, and that is all you're getting. And you're not going to be able to manipulate anything out of me. You're not going to be able to come up with an excuse in that amount of time that's going to draw it out. That's not happening anymore. And or if it's an ex that you should not be supporting anymore in any way, shape, or form, but you're still feeling bad, or you're still, or you feel like they would do something to you if you stopped. Stop living in fear like that. Stop letting them boss you around. Stop letting them bully you, and just cut them off and take your lumps. And just cut them off and say, this is an unhealthy situation. I'm not going to do this anymore. I've put up with it way too long. And whatever you're going to do nasty to me, then just do it. Just do it then. Fine. Face your demons. Be willing to take, whatever consequences come. How do you feel about that? I know that it's the right thing to do. It's just like ripping off a Band-Aid. It's hard. It's like, I know it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Well, maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. Let me do a light language blessing to protect you. Let me do a light language blessing to help release you from their spell, whatever it is that they're, and some of them actually are doing a real spell on you to keep you giving that to them, whatever that is, whatever resource you've been giving them, it needs to stop. Listen, here's a good way to look at it. Hang on a minute. If it's not fueling your future with the one that you love, stop giving to it in any way. Or if it's enabling somebody to stay in a comfortable position when they should actually be uncomfortable to make a positive change in their life, stop it. Or if somebody's guilting you or making you afraid of what they'll do if you don't, then it needs to stop. It's like it's done. Like it is, like you've really got to put the kibosh on it. And or if it's getting between you and the one that you love, It's got to stop. They just said now, big letters. No, I'm feeling like getting a, oh, it's making you ignore the one you love. They're saying get in your power. Get in your power. Stop ignoring that one you love. Speak to the one that you love. Have some communication. You're going to get a big thank you. And a big smiley face from the person that you love if you make the right choice. Okay, anything else that this masculine wants to say? Like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I've let this go on way too long. They've been milking me for everything. So, all right. So when you stop burdening yourself, you're not going to be a burden to your feminine. How about that? You're doing this to yourself. You know, this is a self-imposed problem. Stop all of that, and then start letting those resources start coming to you and fueling your new life. That's when everything's going to start turning around. And let them get jealous. Let them do their nasty dance. Let them do whatever they're going to do, and just don't care. Just don't care. Protect yourself legally if you need to, or whatever, or just be ready to take illegal action if you have to. But yeah, they said enough is enough. Okay, so aside from that, is there anything else holding you back? He says that my feminine, she won't understand that I've been such a P word. She won't understand why I've been such a gullible people pleaser. She's not going to see me as a man. I just know it. She's not going to have any respect for me for having done this. All right. Okay, let's see. You know, it really doesn't matter what you've done in the past or the decisions that you made in the past. She's going to understand that you did it, but I'll tell you what, she's going to really look up to you and respect you a shit ton if you make the right decisions now. You know, if you tell her, look, this is what I was doing, even yesterday, this is what I was doing, this is what I was given into, I was being bullied and I was being guilted and all this stuff, but I stopped. And I've completely, told them blah, blah, blah. And I've set my boundaries and I'm being really strong with it. And I'm really not taking no for an answer. And I'm really just being really sticking to my guns here. Your feminine is going to applaud you. She's going to be like, good for you. And I support you in that. And what, can I help with anything? Or she's just going to be helpful. She's going to be helpful. And she's going to do everything she can to help you continue on that path of strength. And that's part of the reason that that some of these people, or one of these people, or both of the people, have intentionally gotten between you guys, because they know full well once you start dating someone else, or once you start, even getting married or something to somebody else, then that person's going to take over the rightful place on the throne next to you. And they know that person's not going to put up with their bullshit. So they've been manipulating and milking the crap out of you to get as much as they possibly can before this other person comes into power at your side. So quit letting them play you like that. What are you going to do about your feminine for Christmas? What are you going to do about your feminine? He's thought about sending flowers with an I'm sorry, I love you, I'm thinking of you today. I just hope you have a magical day. He's going to be listening to music, thinking of you. He said he is going to roll up his sleeves and take action on this. He's going to stop. He's going to stop somehow. He's been praying about this. He's been meditating on it to find peace. He's been in answers. He said that he really plans to, I feel like he's really thinking he wants to kiss you under the mistletoe. He wants to kiss you under the mistletoe and start giving to you where it rightfully belongs, to the both of you. To those who are your immediate family, who aren't taking advantage of you. your core family that's going to be building. And he said that starts January 1st. January 1st. And I'm going to be kissing you under the mistletoe. Yeah. He said, bet my bottom dollar. Bet my bottom dollar. I'm going to be kissing you under the mistletoe. Oh, and he's also said that he's he's going to put together a stocking for you. He's got a bunch of little things he wants to give you. I'm not going to go into more detail about that. It's going to be a very sweet little stocking full of some very sweet goodies. So it'll be late, but it'll come around New Year. Maybe a day or two before New Year's. He said, he says, I've been giving of my time and energy and attention and everything to all the wrong things, everything but you. Now my attention's going to be turned on to you, and you're going to feel it, and you're going to know it. And I'm going to make up for all that. I'm going to make up for lost time. I'm going to make up for, being a coward in some ways, although he's using a different word. There's going to be a lot of communication and a lot of clarity. He's going to lay his cards on the table and get really honest with you. He said he's chosen you. He's chosen you. So, he's really sorry. He's so sorry. And he's not he's saying, please don't. Are you going to give her any kind of an indication that she should hold out till New Year's? Are you going to do anything to give her an idea of that? Because if you don't, she's going to be so desperately sad on Christmas. She's not going to have any hope that you're coming for New Year's unless you do something. He goes, I'll say something in the flowers. I'll allude to it with the flowers. So you are going to send her the flowers? Yeah, I am. Okay. Aw, yay. All right. There's another one. I've given it so much thought. I know it to be my deepest truth. I choose you. No matter how things look on the outside, you are my person and I only want you. Same guy. Wow. That's pretty awesome. This is the next masculine. If you haven't had sex in a long time, you may want to get your body ready for a change. He says, I'm coming on strong. Okay, so this masculine, he's also saying, I'm afraid I'll push you away out of feeling unworthy. I'm working on loving myself. I know I can do this. And I really don't want to lose you. Aw. Okay, so that kind of seems like, if he feels unworthy, he might come on very, very strong with the sexual, yeah. So he may come on real strong, but it's not because he's a player. It's because he is having a hard time feeling worthy of this kind of love, this level of love. Just realized that was a little high. He says, I want to earn that love, though. I want to earn that love. I want to show you that you picked the right person. I want to show you that your faith in me is going to pay off. I want to be the person that I think you think I am. Does that make sense? He said, you've even told him, I think he maybe expressed this to you, or somehow he knows that you know, and he knows that everything stems from what he's telling himself and his own thoughts. So he's trying to get out of his own way. And he's trying to, I don't know if it's meditate. Are you meditating? Yeah. He's doing everything to try to get on top of his thoughts, so he stops letting his thoughts sabotage him and your connection. Why do you feel like you're so unworthy? Because I've always been told that. I've just always believed it. I mean, I never questioned it. I've just always been embarrassed about my past. And then I just kept doing more things to be embarrassed about. And then I just kept covering it up with drinking too much or like stuff he was taking and stuff. So he was just trying to quiet it's like he's never really thought about deserving it. He just kept compounding, like kept thinking he was a bad person. And it just kept getting like bigger and bigger until he was, he would have little glimpses of that's not right. And then wanting to do something about it, like having integrity in a certain way, or like, oh, see, he's also, some of these masculines that overgive like that, it's because they really do feel very poorly about themselves. So they, so that's one of the ways that they try to give back. Okay, so that is a way, that's one thing that the masculines can take a look at. It's fine to give, but you don't have to overgive, and it shouldn't be to somebody who's bullying you in any way. That's the difference. Give to people who don't expect it. Give to those who deserve it. Give to those who've truly tried to help themselves, genuinely tried to help themselves. This one agrees completely. And he said that he's starting to realize that the decisions that he's made in the past really have nothing to do with who he is now. And he's tired of beating himself up over his past. He said that if he were you, that everybody's done stuff in their past that they're not proud of, that they're not excited about, or that they felt really bad about. But he says that if it were you, he'd forgive you, that he would try to help you not see it and he'd try to help you see it in a different light so that you weren't beating yourself up. And he says the thought that it's keeping you guys apart it's like he can't bear that anymore. Like, who cares what I've done in the past? Does it really matter? And I talk about that in my trauma video. Like, there have been some feminists who've been raped or had something happen where they won't let their husband touch them, and that's, I think there's no excuse for that at all. There is no excuse for letting anything, even yesterday, anything in your past should have no bearing on the intimacy that you share with the person who deserves to receive that love now. That's just cruelty. It's just abuse. You're kicking the cat. Somebody kicked you, so you're going home kicking your partner, the one who actually deserves it, the one who's putting their neck out and loving you and being vulnerable and authentic with you. Heal those wounds. Learn to stay in the moment. When you're in the moment, the past doesn't even exist anymore. So if anything from the past is making you treat the person that you love in a way that they don't deserve, stop it. Look at it from a different perspective. Let the past go. Yeah, see from a higher perspective. They're saying even like an eagle. Now, the eagle represents the higher self, the healed self, the like 5D version of yourself, or, there's so many different dimensions. But like you've got to see things differently so that you don't punish the very person who deserves for you to just have a clean slate. You guys could have a fresh new start. You don't have to be like overly like sexual to try to make up for it, because some of them do that. Like, this is the only way that I can express my love completely, and kind of try to forget about. It's like trying to make up for. Almost like an animal that bites you. You know what it's like. It's like somebody who abuses you, and then, I'll never do that again. And that's very wonky. It's very, very wonky. So let the past go, whatever has happened, apologize for anything that you need to, and then give to the person who deserves it. Quit putting them on the back burner, I just heard. Okay, so I mean it's good to show that you love someone with sex. That's a very positive thing. That's a very good thing. But don't do it again out of guilt to cover up from your past or whatever. Come to terms with your past as having been the past and completely irrelevant to who you are. That's all. Just choose who you are today and forget about the rest. Forget about it. And I give lots of exercises on my channel on how to do that if that seems difficult to you. But honestly, just let go of it. Let go of it. You both have things in the past. And why should you let that hold you back from any enjoyment of now? Any happiness now? So what about Christmas with your person? How do you feel about Christmas? He wants to come give it to you. Anything else? Are you actually going to go see your feminine? He's trying. He's working on a plan. Okay. It's a little close. You're calling it a little close here. Well, if it's not right now, it's going to be like between the 25th and the 1st. But I'm coming to her now. All right. Do you think you can drop the past? Do you think you can get in a headspace where that's irrelevant anymore or do some healing around that? Yeah, absolutely. Yes. He said you make some really good points. Why? Yeah, he said, I keep punishing and abusing myself by keeping myself from happiness, but it makes no sense. Honestly, it's like the best way to like honor your life and to make up for what's happened or whatever bad you've done is to do right by the right people now, right? To make it right, to rectify the situation. And by stopping all that old behavior and stopping abusing yourself or punishing your feminine over it. Just get over it. Just get over it and start giving to your feminine like she deserves. He says, you're absolutely right. But he's still going to give it to you. Okay. Oh, God, that's cute. Oh, and I just see you guys I see him just really I see him kind of devouring you on the couch. I see him what do you call this? He's just taking you in. He's smelling every part. He's I see him buried in your neck, smelling you and smelling your hair, and just he's going up and down your body, just feeling and smelling everything, and just totally taking you in. And you're giggling because it tickles, and he's just all about you and all about every curve of your body and every smell and texture, and just really taking it in. And it's really cute. It kind of reminds me of, and if you haven't seen a dog for a long time and that dog just loves the hell out of you, it's like the dog is just sniffing you up and down all over the place, and just so good to see you, so good to see you. It's really cute, really cute. And then it escalates. It is very, very sweet. All right. I think I'll do one more masculine. One more group of masculines, I guess. Wait a minute. That one wants to say something else too. You've kind of been his muse. You've given him, you fueled his creativity. I think he's written you a poem. I think he may have written you a song. You have really given him a lot. You have inspired a lot of creativity in him somehow. And he's thanking you. He's thank you. Thank you for snapping him out of I feel like when he met you, or came across you or whatever, it's like you snapped him out of like a really narcissistic, selfish, depressed, self-sabotaging time. So he's super grateful for you. He says you saved his life pretty much. Okay. I've had enough of this and I want you in my life now. Just let me do this on my own terms. You just sit there pretty and trust me. I'm coming or calling within days. Holy crap. We saved the best one for last. It's like, oh, yeah, I plan to call or visit you. Okay. Well, let's talk to this one. So what's going on with you? He said, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the wait. I'm sick of the separation. I love her so much. I cannot wait to be with her. I cannot wait to be in her presence. I cannot wait to see her smile, to see her giggle in person. I cannot wait to tickle her. I cannot wait to see how we react to one another. I can't wait to hear how she sounds having sex. I can't wait to see how she brushes her teeth. I can't wait to know every little thing about her and why and how she does every little thing that she does. I want to know it all. And I just can't take this anymore. Well, why were you holding back? Why were you holding back from her? It was a timing thing. I feel like a lot of things had to end and a lot of things had to be put in place. A lot of things had to be put in place. I feel like planning and organizing was involved. A cleanup job on his life. He had to get rid of some sludge. I think he's calling some people in his life sludge. And he's saying that that some of the sludge was like stuck to the walls. Like he had to really do a deep clean, like when you pull out the fridge and that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I had to pull out the fridge. I like had to like really, yeah, it was disgusting. Some of it I had to scrape off and use degreaser. Like he says it was nasty, but I did it. He said he wasn't sure whether to reach out to you like maybe next year, like for a new beginning, like get you through the holidays. He's assuming you've got plans with friends or family or whatever. And he's just, at least has told himself that to make himself feel better. And then he's like, well, in the new year's a good time for a new beginning. But I think it's killing him. I think he can't take it anymore. Yeah. He's just like, I feel his legs shaking and him just, I can't do this anymore. I can't wait anymore. I think you sent him a message recently that he ignored. And it's not that he's ignoring you. It's that he's like, okay, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? What exactly? He's like putting together a plan, a surprise. Oh, he's planning to surprise you on Christmas Day. Because I just saw the 25th. No longer. I can't take it anymore. He said the little fairy whispered in his ear, go see her. Go see her. Are you gonna maybe call if you can't go see her? Oh, I'm gonna go see her. Okay. But if you can't, like if something comes up where you can't, I'm gonna go see her. Do you hear me? I am gonna go see her now. Okay. It really, this particular masculine feels like he's determined to see you tomorrow. But for some of you, can I tune into some of the masculines that aren't going to be able to make it Christmas Day, that are still in this position? The first, but before the first, again, before the first. Is there going to be, you should let your feminine know, because what if she has plans? You should let your feminine know that you're coming, or, yeah, you can't, well, he says he knows what you're going to be doing. He knows you're going to be home alone. So he's going to like, I don't know, he's going to do something like show up on the 1st or like the eve of the 1st. The eve of the 1st. Okay. He said something like these have been really, really hard times, not just in the world, but on him emotionally about you. Like he wants a fresh new start. He wants he's like, can I have a do-over? He doesn't like the way that it's gone so far. He doesn't like that he hasn't shown up, that he's left you hanging, that he's like hasn't followed through. Like he says that he has even said that he wants to marry you. And he says that he plans to follow through on that. He said, I haven't changed my mind. Not, that's still been the plan. I've just been trying to work through like feeling really crappy about some of the decisions that I've made. He said, I know you're my person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And he's got a lot of plans for the future too. I see like traveling and Thanksgiving, future Thanksgivings and future Christmases. And I mean, he's already got a lot in mind as to what's going to be happening for like, in your lives going forward. I feel like rather than send you a card, he wants to be your card. He wants to pour his heart completely out. And he said, and you can ask me anything and I'll tell you everything you want to know. I'm not going to hold anything back. I don't see anything. I don't see anything else except that he just really wants to show up like he never has and be like a solid pillar for you. Like he wants to be that person that you can rely on. He wants to be that person that you can lean on for anything, for support, for emotional support, like wants to just take care of you and be like, what do you need from me? He wants you nearby. If you guys are at a distance, he wants you to live with him. And without delay. It's like, you need to be in my arms. You need to be in my presence. You need to be where I have you close by. Like I want to keep a watchful eye over you and make sure that you're okay. Yeah, and I feel like some of you have a child or children, or children. And he just wants to make sure all of you are taken care of, and he said within arm's reach, like, accessible. Or he'll come live with you if that works out. If that's like better, he'll come live with you. He's ready to move in. He's ready for you guys to live together. He's ready for you guys he said this is going to go fast. Like this is going to go real fast. He says, I'm not kidding. I'm not even, I have thought about this long and hard and I'm done. I can't take this anymore. So yay. Ooh, there's some confirmation. Who's that? Annie? Hey. Nala? No, they're not saying anything. They just had to yell down like, yay, it's going to be a great Christmas for you. Okay, guys. And I just saw a ring. So some of you will be getting a ring tomorrow. And maybe if it's not like a ring, it's like a ding dong. So, but those of you who do not have your person showing up tomorrow, don't be sad. Your person is thinking of you. They love you. And don't give up on them. I'm making plans for us behind the scenes that I don't want you to know about yet. I'm setting us up for a stable future. I want to impress you. Then I want to impress you. Next, I call. So they're not going to contact you unless or until they've got some kind of news to share with you of progress. So hopefully they'll say something or send something, but don't be expecting it, because when they don't feel ready, they just don't feel ready. And they know that you know, saying hi to you would lead to conversation, then they'd have to let you know that they're not quite in a situation that's ideal. And it would be embarrassing for them. So they would rather just avoid you. But just know that they do love you. And if you need to do a quick relationship spread, you can do that. And I bet the cards will show that they still love you, that that love hasn't gone anywhere. And they want to heal things. They want to heal things going forward as soon as possible. I want to just say too that, you know, this is really a time of this is like the great revealing. There are just all these hidden truths coming to light now, and next year is all about taking action on those things. So the masculines are dumping those karmics. Everybody's leaving toxic situations altogether because they don't want to do anything that's not authentic to who they truly are anymore. And that's a big strong energy going forward, including in our world. Like nobody's going to be able to put up with all of this negativity or toxicity anymore. And we're going to be standing up and taking action however we need to move forward in our most honest truth in every way, shape, and form. So I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful Christmas and New Year's when New Year's comes. I'm not going to be at the lighthouse because I'm just taking some time off. Going to be baking cookies and spending time with friends and doing things like that. But you know, don't let your masculine be an excuse for you to be miserable. And I say that all the time, but you really have to learn how to make yourself happy. So instead of complaining that he's not there or drinking a bunch or doing something destructive, do some Byron Katie work or watch a cute Christmas movie or do whatever you can to distract yourself and be good company for you. Be really good company for you. Don't fight with your relatives or friends over anything. Be the peace, be the example, be the one who leads with your love. Be an inspiration to others. And some of you masculines who are about to take action and do something about this, like, good for you. Congratulations. This is hi, Nala's here. She's saying congratulations too. And it's a big step, and there's going to be, there is a domino effect. Like once that first domino tips over, there's no going back. But you guys can handle it. You guys can put your heads together, and you guys can take on just about anything. So, well, you guys could take on anything. You truly can. And two are stronger than one. And if that, then maybe listen to that song. Two are better than one, I think is the name of the song. Yeah. So go get them, guys. Go get them. Have happy holidays, and I'll talk to you later. If you need me, I'll be here. Bye.
If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Also, feel free to join me at patreon.com/Amy Satori, where I post monthly energy readings, pick a decks, and other goodies for members only, including discounts for readings and being entered to win a free reading at the end of the year. Memberships start as low as $5.55 a month. Sometimes I even put my free collective love readings on Patreon first before uploading them here to YouTube. You can check the description of my videos for the most up-to-date information.